a tall tale. A tall tale, Paul Levin.
This is a tall tale. Now, I've been told that tall tales are supposed to be lies. Who here believes that a tall tale is supposed to be lies? Well, the best lies are based in truth. A long time ago, a group of friends and I, we went horseback riding. We arrive at the stables, and the man asks, so who here knows how to ride? Well, 20 years prior, in camp, when I was a teenager at summer camp, I learned how to ride. So yeah, I know how to ride. Well, the man disappears into the stables. He starts bringing out horses for everybody but me. A few minutes later, he looks at me and he goes, oh yeah, you're the guy who knows how to ride. Got just the horse for you. Disappears into the stable, comes back with this monster horse. I mean, this thing was huge. You know how with a horse, the stirrup is usually right about here. You lift your foot up, you put it in the stirrup to get up on the horse. Well, this thing, the stirrup, is up here. So they bring out, oh, by the way, the name of the horse? Teeny. I didn't get it either. They bring out the forklift, and I step on the forklift and it goes, and I get on the horse, and it goes, all right, we all take off down the path. Everybody's horse is nicely following the horse in front of them, except for mine. He's busy eating the leaves off the trees or the grass from the ground. The man in the front yells back to me, kick him! Kick him! Now, before we get into a cruelty to animals issue here, when you ride a horse, the proper way to get the horse's attention is you take the back of your heel and press it in, or kind of kick it in to the horse's backside. This isn't cruel, this is strictly communication. So I kick him. Yeah, well, this horse isn't having any of it. And he takes off into a gallop. All right, now, when I learned how to ride a horse in summer camp, I learned how to walk. I learned how to turn left and right. I learned posting and a little bit of canter, but gallop? I didn't learn gallop. So I start pulling back on the reins to get him to stop. Now, there are two ways to speak to a horse. English and Western. I learned English. This horse speaks Western. So he bucks and throws me off. I'm laying there on the ground, staring up at the backside of this horse, and what do I see? But a very tall tail. We managed to get back to the stable. I couldn't get away from this horse fast enough. But there are two lessons I learned in the whole process. The first is, just because you did it 20 years ago doesn't mean you know what the heck you're doing. And the second lesson I learned is that if life looks like a horse's backside to you, you're probably facing the wrong direction.